Did Buckingham Palace or Prince William set a trap for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle? And were they gullible enough to fall?
Oh, you're not gonna believe what's happening behind those palace gates again. The walls of Buckingham Palace are literally trembling. Yes, trembling. And this time, it's not over a scandalous headline or a spicy book. Meghan Markle's calm little smile from those glossy Instagram days, gone. For years, she walked around like she could outshine an entire monarchy with her polished PR tricks, grand speeches, and dramatic sit-downs with Oprah that had everyone gasping. She treated royal traditions like fashion accessories. Pick one, drop one, depending on what looked good for the next Hollywood brunch. But now,
Harry and Meghan Markle's surrogacy scandal has entered the mainstream media domain.
Now those royal corridors are buzzing like never before. There's talk, whispers, and tension thick enough to cut with a knife. The palace has reportedly launched a quiet but serious review into something that isn't just scandalous gossip this time. It's constitutional. They're digging into Archie and Lilibet's official records, birth certificates, christening documents, lineage files, all of it. Everything that's supposed to be neatly archived, official.
People think her kids are fake. They think they're AI. They think they're borrowed kids, like all these sorts of things because of Meghan and Harry.
Sealed and sacred is under review again. And word is, Meghan is pacing around her Montecito mansion like a reality star who just found out the reunion episode isn't going her way. This isn't petty gossip anymore. It's royal paperwork, the kind that defines bloodlines and determines who inherits what. It's about heritage, succession, and legitimacy colliding right in the public eye. The monarchy isn't a Netflix show Meghan can rewrite in post-production. This is the real thing, and the palace wants...
Buckingham Palace is being pressured to remove Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet from the UK's royal line of succession until the Duchess provides absolute proof that she popped out both babies herself.
Royal lineage isn't a matter of personal branding or Instagram storytelling. It's built on verifiable births, certified witnesses, and traditional Anglican christenings, things kept in official archives, not hashtags. But Meghan, reportedly, still expects everyone to just take her word for it because she once cradled her baby bump in front of flashing cameras. Online whispers have been building for years, people talking about strange paperwork gaps, photo inconsistencies, odd edits, and ceremonies that just don't match royal standards.
Meghan entered this world like it was a Hollywood set, assuming she could rewrite the script, center herself in every scene, and edit out anything that didn't fit her.
And now? Well, it looks like those whispers have finally reached the Queen's corridors. Apparently, what set everything off was a single family post Meghan shared online. Just her smiling with Archie and their sunny Montecito garden. Meant to be sweet and heartwarming, but instead of peace, it sparked chaos. The internet went wild again. Where's the proof? Why do the records not match? Why does everything feel off? That post, they say, was the final straw that pushed senior palace advisors to pull out the files again. Old press statements, hospital notes, christening confirmations, everything's being dusted off. And this time, it's not curiosity, it's an urgent review. Something inside the palace finally snapped. And it's not about Meghan's empowerment speeches or her dreamy garden photos. It's about truth. The crown wants answers.
And then when the baby was born, when Archie was born, that was another, in my view, a disaster because I knew we was not going to get a picture of it. Everybody was hoping we would get pictures.
This isn't about gossip or revenge. It's about constitutional proof. Because the monarchy doesn't run on emotions, it runs on documentation. Officials started noticing irregularities, missing signatures, vague formats, odd delays. That's when the quiet murmurs began. Could a royal birth registered abroad without direct medical supervision even count under the constitutional requirements for inheritance and royal titles? Meghan's demand for privacy once seemed noble, but now it's starting to look like the biggest mistake she's ever made. The less access Meghan allowed, the more suspicious everything became. People inside the royal administration finally dared to ask what no one wanted to say out loud. If everything was fine, why doesn't anything look fine on paper? That single question reportedly changed everything. It gave palace officials the quiet approval to start verifying records, something Meghan never expected. And the shocking part? It wasn't done out of pettiness or rivalry. Insiders say the motive was purely constitutional. The monarchy has to defend its lineage on record, not in interviews. But when staff reopened Archie's birth records, jaws dropped. The first thing that stood out wasn't Meghan's Hollywood charm. It was an odd amendment made a whole month after Archie's birth. He was born on May 6, 2019, and everything looked normal at first. His mother was listed as Rachel Meghan Markle, perfectly by the book. But then 1 month later, on June 5th, poof, the record was changed. Meghan's full name disappeared and was replaced with Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex. A royal birth certificate edited after the fact? That's unheard of. Royal documents are handled with courtroom precision, multiple witnesses, immediate sign-offs, airtight records, yet somehow a change slipped in quietly, without explanation. Meghan's team rushed to say it wasn't her fault, that palace officials changed it without her consent. They painted her as a victim trapped by the system. But the palace had a different story. Insiders claimed it was Meghan who demanded the alteration for branding reasons. Two opposing stories. No proof, no paper trail, just contradictions. The kind of contradiction that makes royal archivists sweat and start digging deeper. And then there was another shocker. One of the oldest royal traditions, the public easel announcement outside the hospital, was skipped entirely. That framed bulletin isn't just ceremonial, it's how the palace verifies a royal birth. Witnessed, recorded, and confirmed. But for Archie? Nothing. No easel, no royal doctors, no signatures. Just silence. To palace officials, it didn't look like a royal birth. It looked like a Hollywood production wrapped in royal packaging. And if Archie's case raised questions, Lilibet's birth practically sent shockwaves through the palace halls. Lilibet arrived on June 4, 2021, but her birth announcement didn't come from Buckingham Palace or British medical authorities. It came from Meghan and Harry's California PR team, glamorous, polished, and picture-perfect, but constitutionally hollow. There was no confirmation from a British obstetrician team, no midwife's signature, no authenticated medical record sent to the palace. For an institution that treats royal lineage like state business, that was staggering. Every royal birth before had been logged with traceable oversight, securing the child's titles and position in the line of succession. But Lilibet's birth, it looked more like a celebrity rollout than a royal event. Even the photos Meghan released raised eyebrows. People started comparing timestamps, lighting, and her body shape. Something didn't add up. One photo would show a petite bomb, the next a completely different shape, size, or lighting, like the timeline itself was shifting. Online analysts began wondering if the images were edited or staged. It got so loud that the doctor supposedly connected to the birth quietly withdrew from the spotlight. No statements, no verification, nothing. For royal archivists, it was terrifying. There was no chain of custody, no clear documentation, no traceable verification. In royal terms, that's chaos. Because for the monarchy, a birth isn't just personal, it's constitutional. And if that wasn't enough, then came the christening drama, the moment everything went from uncomfortable to explosive. The christening. Oh, that's where the palace reportedly gasped out loud. What they saw in those documents wasn't just strange, it was unprecedented. Royal christenings have always been sacred events, carried out under the Church of England, logged, witnessed, and sealed in historical ledgers. But when they reviewed Lilibet's record, something didn't fit at all. Instead of an Anglican service in the UK, Meghan and Harry hosted a private ceremony in Montecito, officiated by Bishop John Taylor from the Episcopal Church. Similar to Anglicanism, yes, but not under its authority. Cozy setting, beautiful candles, celebrity guests, but constitutionally, it didn't count. No Anglican registrar, no Church of England entry, no trace in royal archives. Just silence. The palace wasn't being cruel, it was facing a legal vacuum. Without an officially recognized Anglican baptism, the child's place in the line of succession could be, well, in question. That realization sent a chill through Buckingham Palace like a cold draft through ancient halls. The monarchy isn't built on social choices, it's built on records. And this private, American-style christening, no matter how heartfelt, simply didn't fit within centuries of royal rules. Insiders say the palace officials went from confused to genuinely alarmed because this wasn't just a matter of belief, it was about legality. Then came the photos. Oh, those glossy, heartwarming photos that Meghan and Harry released over the years. The holiday cards, the family portraits, the candid snapshots, the kind that melt hearts online. But behind closed doors, when palace archivists analyzed them, they noticed things. Lighting inconsistencies, shadows that didn't line up, even Archie's apparent age shifting oddly between releases. Online analysts started wondering if the images were edited or staged. It got so loud that the doctor supposedly connected to the birth quietly withdrew from the spotlight. No statements, no verification, nothing. For royal archivists, it was terrifying. There was no chain of custody, no clear documentation, no traceable verification. In royal terms, that's chaos. Because for the monarchy, a birth isn't just personal, it's constitutional. And if that wasn't enough, then came the christening drama, the moment everything went from uncomfortable to explosive. The christening. Oh, that's where the palace reportedly gasped out loud. What they saw in those documents wasn't just strange, it was unprecedented. Royal christenings have always been sacred events, carried out under the Church of England, logged, witnessed, and sealed in historical ledgers. But when they reviewed Lilibet's record, something didn't fit at all. Instead of an Anglican service in the UK, Meghan and Harry hosted a private ceremony in Montecito, officiated by Bishop John Taylor from the Episcopal Church,